Jamie T with Rabbit Hole, or should I say Rabbit Howl? Because, Mr. Ellis James, I hear that you've been hobnobbing with tip-top Welsh football brass.
Yeah, well, sort of. In that, I went to the Northern Ireland game on Thursday night, which is the last home friendly before the Euros. Very exciting. But I know someone who's a journalist, and he knows people who know people. And because he's my friend...
What's the Welsh equivalent of the Old Boys Network?
It's Rhwydwaith Hen Fachgyn.
Is that what Old Boys Network is?
Yes, that is a Rhwydwaith Hen Fachgyn. But so because of my Rhwydwaith Hen Fachgyn, I have access to the nerve centre. So he pulled a favour because he was a friend.
Is the nerve centre of the Welsh FA, that's at Magor Services, isn't it? Just by the Gregs.
Yeah. So so when they have a big meeting, like to discuss friendlies and things, they just all eat a Snickers
and they're on the sort of free Wi-Fi. Keeps going down.
Yeah.
What's the password today for the Wi-Fi? I've got to announce my starting 11.
Yeah. I could do it on the 3G if I go to the car park. Shall I do it? Shall I do it on the 3G? Yeah. I don't want to give my email address away. Can I use a fake email address?
Our Costa's clothes go to the Express in the Smiths. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not having Chris for my lunch again. Oh, I will have Chris for my lunch again. I
always do.
I always do. And my GP tells me that I got high blood pressure, but it's only science at the end of the day, isn't it? Anyway, so he said, because it's slightly more relaxed, I think I can get you into the press conference.
Yes, please.
So, I've never been to a press conference before, obviously. Very exciting. And he said, listen, because it's more relaxed, I've had a chat with a major officer. If the vibe is right and everyone else has done their thing, you can ask a question. But only if the vibe is right.
And then, Ellis, you called me, didn't you?
Yes, because I panicked.
And do you want to tell the listeners... So Ellis called me for some advice about what sort of questions... He just sort of wanted to run the questions by me as a respected peer. Ellis, why don't you share with the listeners some of the questions you wanted to ask at a press conference in front of the manager of the Welsh team?
Well, I was very anxious. Because, my friend had said, obviously you're not a journalist, so it'd have to be a bit light-hearted. So I thought, what can I do that's light-hearted? I thought, maybe I'll get a laugh. What if I make Coleman like me? What if I make the Welsh manager like me? And I thought, what can I do? What's a funny angle? I thought, what do I always fall back on at tough gigs? Regional accents. So I thought, I know, why don't I just do a skit as a Northern Irish man to try and make Chris Coleman like me? And I called you up, and I think that your advice was, what?
What are you thinking?
Yes, and I took that on board, because what I was going to do was go, hey Chris, man, hey, imagine if all the team players in Northern Ireland sounded like this, would you find it intimidating? And I was going to sort of do like a skit of like, hey, Gareth Bale's not playing, Aaron Ramsey's not playing, what a shame. And I was like, imagine if we start riffing, and it's great. And obviously, when I got to the press conference, they're very, very sombre affairs. It was like a sort of...
I also advised you that would probably be the worst thing you would have ever done.
Yes.
And would have been met with a look of disappointment and confusion.
And who the hell is this guy?
Yeah. What are you doing in the press conference? It's a serious business. You think the Welsh team's a joke?
Yes. And then what happened was, when you get to press conference, I didn't realise the atmosphere is sort of halfway between a corporate and a funeral. And when everyone had asked questions about security issues and whether UEFA were going to want to play games behind closed doors because of potential terrorism or sort of trouble on the terraces, etc., I thought to myself, the vibe isn't right.
Especially not to a Northern Irish accent.
Imagine if I'd gone, hey Chris, do you find this voice scary, Chris? And then he'd gone, no. And I'd gone, that's fine. So sorry, Chris. I love you so much, Chris. So what actually happened was I observed, and then I left.